I'm Coach Graham Bousley, and I got next.
You next up and you ain't been on SportsLifeTalk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit him up. Look, you breaking next and you up next. Kings and queens go hard. Rising star on the big scene, make them know who you are. You don't break a sweat, don't settle for less. They put you through that test, your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, ready, set, go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote.
SLT Nation! Welcome to another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next. This is season 3 of We're Still Popping Like Orville Redenbacher in the building. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This show is all about giving exposure to the voices of tomorrow. That's right. My boy KT and I are going all around the country. We're searching high. We're searching low. Under every rock and nook and cranny, and we are finding rising stars in our communities who are doing big things and accomplishing big dreams. Kevin, I hate to do a ooh-wee alert today, but ooh-wee! I think we're going to get some name drops today. Y'all don't realize we are in the presence of greatness, basketball royalty. This guy is probably just, hold up your little thumb, coach. Hold up that thumb. He got more basketball in that thumb than probably most of the people out there watching this thing combined. And we're going to tell y'all about that story today. So coming to the Sports Life Talk family right now out of La Crescenta, California, the former college coach. He's worked with a who's who, 15 years experience in the game. And now he was recently announced as the head coach at Cathedral Catholic. Y'all see the beautiful background. Y'all see the amazing smile from this man below me. Let's make some noise for Coach Graham Bousley. How you doing today, Coach?
Man, it's great. It's great to be on here. Thanks for having me, guys. Super excited.
Now, Coach, it's Bousley, right? I said that correctly, right?
Bousley, but that's okay.
Bousley. All right.
Usually the move anyway, so it's all good.
All right, Coach. We're just gonna call you Coach B just to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, throw your double C's up and make some noise. I am your host, the mouth of the South B. Jones, the OG, all things Louisiana. Put your L's up, Mr. Yeet is in the building, and I'm rocking alongside my brother from another mother, the other side of the logo, the quiet storm. Shh. The head coach KT. Kev, how you feeling today?
B. Jones, everybody doesn't know this, but the conversation that we had before we hit that, play pretty much, It was off the chain. And my energy's flowing, B. Jones. I'm ready to get into his story.
You feeling good? You feeling good about this, man?
I'm feeling real good, B. Jones. Let's go.
Well, what they need to do then, Kevin? I'm going to let you tell them. What they need to do if you're feeling good?
That's not my job, B. Jones. You got me doing the role that I'm not comfortable in right now.
Right, Coach,
we need, Coach, what we need for you to do, take your right hand, put over your right shoulder, and pull it in, lock it in, Coach, because it's going to be a wild ride. So, B. Jones, take it away, brother.
Up. We're about to go on a journey. We're about to take y'all on a wild ride. But check this out. Before we get to Coach Bosley's, I'm going to say it over and go, Coach B's amazing story. Before we get to Coach B's amazing story, we got to pay the bills. That's right. Everybody out there who's rocking with us, or if you're listening to us, we want to first and foremost thank you for joining the show. We know that you could have been anywhere in the world out there. We appreciate you so much for stopping down and checking it out, but we need to ask you to do 3 quick favors for us. 3 quick favors that'll help us to move a mountain. That's right. You and you alone can play a very intricate part in taking this show and making it a global sensation, so we can keep telling these amazing stories that ESPN and Fox are too cowards to tell these stories. All right, but we got the chest. We got the chest to tell them, and we need your help so we can keep telling these stories. All right, on the count of 3, we need you to do 3 things, and they won't cost you a penny. They free 99. 1, we need you to hit that subscribe button, become a part of our growing family. The numbers are going crazy. We don't care about the numbers, but we care about you, and that's how important you are to us. So please smash that subscribe button. Number 2, we need you to hit that like button as many times as Elon Musk will allow you to hit it, all right? So if you hit that like button, this show will bubble up in the algorithm, It's over and over again, all right? Every time they Google Cathedral, this show will come up so we can get more eyeballs on the show, all right? And then lastly, sharing is caring. We getting close to December. We getting close to the holiday season, which y'all remember that keyword holiday, because we're going to talk a little bit about that later on too. All right, so it's holiday season and it's time to tell and give exposure. So take the link, hit the share button on YouTube, wherever you're watching this at, and put this in your coaching groups, put this in your friend chat, your family group, your cousin, your play cousins. Let everybody else know that you saw this amazing show and that you want them to watch it as well. And that, I'm telling y'all, those three things are so powerful. Coach B, is your folks gonna rock with us? Can your people do those three things?
Yeah, for sure. No doubt.
All right. Hey, Kevin, I like Coach B's energy. I love this energy. Here we go. On the count of three, Cathedral Catholic. Let's do it like we true to it. 1, 2, 3. Boom. I'm gonna let that hang out there a little bit longer, KG. Ooh. Hey, listen, if you did smash that subscribe button, if you did any of those three things, throw us a fire emoji in the chat so we can just properly show you some love. Because KT and I, y'all gonna hear it on every show. We don't do fans. We don't do followers. We do family around here. So if you did any of those three things, welcome to the Sports Life Talk family. And we're gonna give it to you 1,000% every time that we do it. All right. Without further ado, Coach B, are you ready for the Sports Life Talk initiation?
B. Jones, whenever you drank this morning, I'm staying away from it, brother. Goodness, you brought it. Because I know when you come down later on, it's going to be a wrap. Yeah, it's going to be out of there. All right, Coach, to initiate you into the SLT family, you got to give us your top 5 music artists.
All right, top 5. Got to go with my guy, Kendrick Lamar, number 1. You know, I'm a West Coast guy. Got a pretty diverse top 5 here, so I'm going to go Kendrick Lamar first. I'm going to go Dermot Kennedy second. I'm going to go Morgan Wallen third. All right. Then I'm going to go just straight old school and go Dr. Dre and Snoop for my 4 and 5. Just gotta pull those up sometimes.
What's that choice of Morgan Wallen though? What you jamming on? Well, my wife make fun of me because I be listening to that Morgan Wallen hard, Coach. It's
good. He's got those mixes with other stuff. There's like a one mix with like instrumental, one of his songs. It's really good. So I don't know.
I've been telling people Morgan Wallen. I don't know if it's because he got a little bit of trouble with his mouth a couple of years ago. It's kind of like he teetering the line of country and hip hop, Kevin.
Yeah.
I mean, if you listen to some of his music, it doesn't sound like OG George Strait with All My Life. This ain't your daddy's country. This is a whole. It's got beats. I mean, I'm telling you, this Morgan, he doing it, man. He doing it. So hey, I'm on that Morgan Wallen too. But KT, what you giving him, man?
Give me your daddy's country, B. Jones. This is why I want to go. All right. So, Coach, we like to rank everybody's top 5, and the highest you can get is 5. But there's no way with the top 5 that he just gave us, B. Jones, I can give him anything less than 5. I can give him anything less than 10. How long has he been coaching, B. Jones? Did you tell you that he's been coaching for 15 years?
Same number Carmelo Anthony wore.
Boy, you know what to do, Melo. Give him 15. Yeah, give me some Tim McGraw. All right, so who is your favorite superhero and why?
Gotta go with Batman. You know, he doesn't even have his superpower is probably wealth, but you know what I mean. He's just like he's a guy that's kind of had some adversity, battled through it, and just kind of finds a way all the time. That's kind of how I model my career. Not necessarily all things just. It's not all great all the time, but just always finding a way to get it done.
See, Batman is near and dear to my heart. So I got to have a follow-up question, B. Jones. I got to follow up with this. Who is your favorite actor to play Batman? And we're taking Michael Keaton out because he's like the Wheel of Fortune, RSTLNE. So we know.
Do that.
No, this is my initiation. You say,
come on,
yeah, but that's not like we taking like if a wrestler comes on here, Ric Flair, you can't say Ric Flair because he's the best.
All right, come on. All right, well, who you got?
I think I gotta go. I mean, Christian Bale. I guess I gotta do that. The new one was really good too, but Christian Bale put together 3 really good performances, so I gotta stick with him.
Yeah, B. Jones, this initiation, I can't make it easy. Everybody's saying Michael Keaton.
But I am gonna say, if any of y'all out there saying that Twilight is the best Batman ever, stop. Go be a Marvel fan. Don't watch nothing else. DC.
I mean, he wasn't bad, but he wasn't the best.
I might throw it back at you and who's the best Joker?
Ooh,
Best Joker.
Come on. Yeah, we already know. We already know.
Heath Ledger killed it. Even though Jack Nicholson, he was great. Heath Ledger is the best. I would love to see him come back and reprise that role, but R.I.P. All right, Bruce Wayne, since every good superhero needs their own theme music, what would your theme song be?
Man, so funny story. One of the guys I coached, his name's Jalen Pickett. I coached him at Siena College, and he just got drafted by the Denver Nuggets. He had a theme song that he listened to before every game. He took a cold shower and listened to Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus. And I was like, this is wild that you do this. And he just kept doing it. I think he still does it to this day. I mean, I'll have to double check while he's playing with the Nuggets this year, but I got to go with Party in the USA. They got a great instrumental too. I just listened to it before the game. It just calms me down. It's just, it's very off the wall, but it's really good.
Well, Coach, I ain't gonna leave you out there by yourself. So I got a daughter, and of course, if anybody out there who's a middle-aged man with a daughter, that they Disney babies. And I'm gonna tell you, one day she played that Party in the USA. I'm thinking she's probably about 7, 8 years old, and I'm sitting there driving. I'm like, hey, this kind of rolling. There's a party in. Hey, by the end of the song, I'm like, there's a party in the USA. Hey, that Party in the USA kind of go hard, to be honest with you.
So, B. Jones and Coach B, I'm going to recommend that you guys go listen to some more Kendrick so we can get something from them. All right. So, what is something that basketball has taught you that you can use when you're not on the court?
I think just the ability to kind of manage the highs and lows, because I think that's life, right? Like, it's not all going to be good. It's not all going to be bad. You just can't put too much emotion or thought into any one thing that happens. Just got to kind of stay even keel and go with the flow.
So let me ask you this, Coach. Could Graham, the hooper, play for Graham, the head coach?
I definitely think I consider myself a player's coach, even though I'm young in the game. We do kind of a motion style offense. So guys that are creative and can play basketball can really thrive. And, we're a man-to-man defensive team, all about accountability and doing your job. And I think I fit that to a T. Would I want to play for me? Yes. That's kind of how I think about it too, because I think it's a player's game.
All right, so B and I, we're going to produce a movie centered around you. Maybe we'll have our own Batman movie. The one thing that we're missing is a lead actor. So who should we get to play you in the story of your life?
Man, so this guy, R.I.P., but it's got to be Paul Walker. I think that's my guy. If I could have.
Hey. Yeah, we got a twin brother. So we get a twin brother to do it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, he don't have a twin brother. He just got 2 other brothers. One of them likes him.
He got a brother that looks really close to him.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure we can get the brother. Hey, let's get the brother. I'm pretty sure we can afford him.
Do it. Let's sign him up.
Yeah, Paul Walker, he was too busy with the Fast and Furious. He wasn't going to give us any time. All right, Coach. So this is probably the most important question in the initiation. B. Jones and I, we love to travel. We'll travel anywhere to watch and support anybody that's come on this show and rock with us. But we got to eat. So when we come there, what's that one food spot that you're going to recommend, and what's your go-to meal there?
All right. So there's a place called Pacific Beach, a little south of where our school is located. There's a spot, a breakfast spot. It's called Kono's Cafe. They have by far the breakfast burrito in San Diego. I'm going to stamp it right now. Got to go there when you come see us play in San Diego. We'll drive down. We'll get a breakfast burrito and we'll sit right on the beach and put a lot of hot sauce on it and got the avocado in there. That's my jam right there.
B. Jones, I'm about to get my toes done and we're going to go to the beach because I can't just wear shoes and socks. Got to get these dogs fixed.
Kevin, I don't think we can. Coach, can we wear hoodies on the beach on South Beach in San Diego?
You gotta wear a Cathedral Catholic hoodie on the beach, though.
That's what I'm saying. You know, me and KT, we gotta wear our hoodies. That's our go-to thing. You know, we got
to get some tank tops for that one.
How big are these burritos?
You're gonna be full. Like, that's probably the only meal you need today.
Kevin, you know, in California they put French fries on burritos and everything, man. They do it totally different.
You can put anything on burrito. I'm just looking forward to it. All right, so if you hit that subscribe button or thinking about doing so, please do. Leave us your top 5 music artists, your theme song, and your favorite superhero in the comments. And finally, go to our website, sltyougotnext.com, to learn more about us and the other You Got Next family members. Now allow me to reintroduce our newest play cousin, Coach Graham B, because we're not going to disrespect you by mispronouncing your name throughout the show, to the SLT family. So B Jones, go ahead and take it away, brother.
Hey, welcome to the family, Coach B. It's Bousley though, right?
Bousley, yes, sir.
All right, I ain't gonna butcher it too many more times, but all right, Coach Bousley, welcome to the Sports Life Talk family. I don't know if people really caught him. He had already name dropped. He'd already dropped one name just like that as quickly. You know, somebody that already got drafted that's in his inner circle. But Coach, we're gonna tell them about your journey today. We're going to tell them about your journey. Before we do, remember, if you got to take a break or you don't have to watch this on YouTube, we have this podcast available for you guys on Apple Music or what is it, Kevin? Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Y'all can actually listen to this show.
Way to tie it all up, B. Jones. We're everywhere.
We everywhere.
You listen to your podcast, we're there.
Hey, visual audio. So y'all rock with that. All right, Coach B. Let's take them back to the beginning. Let's take them back to La Crescenta. I've never heard of La Crescenta before today. Yeah, I was today's year old when I learned about La Crescenta. But Coach, tell us what it was like growing up out there, and when did you fall in love with the game of basketball, Coach?
I mean, I have pictures of me with the Lakers basketball and a Fisher-Price hoop when I'm like 3 years old. So it's kind of, I don't know if my dad just like put it in my hand and like made me a Lakers fan back then, but yeah, I've been shooting on that Fisher-Price hoop since I was 3, and I think I fell in love with it then. So
now when did you realize that it was going to take you places? Like when did it become evident in your life? You was like, look, I love this game so much that I'm gonna put a lot of sweat equity. I'm gonna put because making a decision to be an athlete is a conscious decision that you have to make an effort. It is not, hey, everybody who look at the television, they say these guys are just athletically talented or they were just blessed by God with these talents. Yeah, but there's also millions of other people that was blessed with this kind of talent and don't choose to go this route or don't have quite the work ethic to go this route. You got to make a conscious effort to become a high-level athlete or a high-level coach. When did you make that decision that basketball was going to accomplish your hoop dreams?
Yeah, well, I had a dream to play in the NBA. That obviously didn't work out. But, between 7th and 8th grade, I went to a lot of basketball camps. And one of the best camps I went to was it was a John Wooden camp, RIP, one of the best coaches of all time, in my opinion. And I was a big fan of his growing up. And so I went to those camps between 7th and 8th grade. And I just was loving it because I thought the counselors were so engaging and it was so well run. And I get there at 7 a.m., stay till 7 p.m., just playing all day and, working on footwork, working on shooting. And that's kind of when I took big jumps as a basketball player and really just fell in love with it. And then, from there, went to Campbell Hall and played there. So that was.
I was going to say that this ain't a nomination video, but we had the current head coach of Campbell Hall on that. And I made the teaser about holiday season earlier. Now your Campbell Hall experience was crazy because it sounds like y'all had a lot of success.
Yeah. So I was fortunate to get moved up to varsity as a sophomore. And that was the year we went undefeated. We went 32-0. The only team to do that before us was John Muir with Stacey Ogman and a bunch of really good running Rebels. So yeah, that was kind of my first experience in varsity high school basketball was that season. And then, Drew Holiday was a freshman. Justin was my age as a sophomore, but we had really good seniors like Joe Ford, who played at Pacific, was Defensive Player of the Year there. Connor Turley, who had a great college career and then professional career in Mexico. So, we had a lot of great talent on the team, and we just kind of, all bought into getting better in practice, and the games were easy after that. So it was really fun.
Now you accomplishing your hoop dreams. You playing with some of the best players in the world. You perform. You're making history. 32-0. I can't imagine a basketball team going 32-0. That seems like probably one of the most arduous tasks ever. But at some point in your career, you flipped the switch. You said, hey, my dream was to play in the NBA, but that doesn't quite look like it's going to happen for me. I want to take this thing in another direction, because now you've put together a string of 15 years of this awesome run that, I'm salivating just to pick your brain. We can't do it all on this show, but I'm like, dude, you've been in some rooms. You've been around some amazing people. When did you decide that, hey, I need to take it and become a coach and give back some of this sweat equity, some of this sweat currency that I've earned, and give it back to the basketball community?
Yeah, I think probably when I was a senior and I was still trying to break the press against Drew Holiday, who's picking guys up in full court in the league. So I was like, probably not going to work out for me. But that year, my senior year, we went 33-1 and lost one game by 1 point, and obviously that's still lost. I just still think about it to this day, but I think that team, when we had that senior leadership, I really, felt like I was able to take ownership of the team. And, even though I wasn't the best player, I felt like I was the best leader on the team and helping us kind of push ourselves in practice. And, when you're at those situations where you're really talented, there's always opportunities for letdown. So just making sure mentally we were sharp. And, we were having great practices and great games. And, that was sort of the year where I was like, well, I might not be the best player, but I do want to be a part of something special. And I do want to be a part of a team. And from there, my high school coaches who are still coaching to this day, JJ Prince at Viewpoint High School and Paul Tate at Heritage Christian, those guys were like, oh, you should think about, trying to go to a high-level basketball program and be a manager, and then you can learn and start coaching. So that's when I applied to the University of Wisconsin and tried to do that.
So you took on a manager position, a towel boy. You was handing people towels and granola bars just to be a part of this basketball, and you earned your way. So that's literally like we started from the bottom, now we here. You know what I'm saying? You had to earn it the hard way. Coach, tell us about your basketball journey. So you started at Wisconsin, and I know you moved around a little bit. You coached at Division I as an assistant, and now you at Cathedral. Tell us a little bit about this coaching journey.
Yeah, so I went to Wisconsin to be a student manager for Hall of Fame coach Bo Ryan, and the first year I didn't get the job. In the Big Ten, there's hundreds of people that apply to do this, and each Big Ten staff usually has 18 to 20 managers, like Michigan State, all of those guys, and it's kind of like its own operation. You have a lot of internships kind of going on. So I didn't get it. And then that summer, went to work at UCLA basketball camp, when Drew was going into his first year at UCLA, and made some connections there. And then from there, Doug Erickson, who's still at UCLA to this day, recommended me at Wisconsin. And then from there, I worked my way up to, just being in the coaching discussions with the coaches by my senior year and just soaking it all up. Coach Gard was the top assistant coach at the time, and he's the head coach there now. And I just learned so much basketball from that. And it was a great experience. But yeah, that helped me go to VCU with Shaka Smart. And Shaka Smart was originally from Madison, Wisconsin, which is where University of Wisconsin is. So that helped. And one of the assistants, Lamont Paris, who's now the head coach at South Carolina, he connected me because they were buddies. And, that helped me get there. And from that graduate assistant spot, which was also a similar thing where you're doing a lot of stats, you're doing, unglamorous work. Those were kind of where I cut my teeth and kind of earned the respect of the coaches and their trust. And then from there, all my jobs in college basketball were basically within those families. So it was a really cool experience.
Now, Coach, you getting accolades because I saw you were part of the Silver Waves, like top 50. Got next, which I was like, Silver Waves, stop stealing our stuff. No, I'm just messing with your Silver Waves, y'all super dope. But I saw you were kind of part of this circle, and now you took a job, and I don't want to say it's a step back because I know what you're doing. You're like, hey, I need you put all this hard work in, but you got to get some head coaching experience, right? But what I didn't realize is how difficult Southern California basketball was. That I didn't realize what you guys were doing out there was the highest level of competition until we interviewed Coach David Grace, and he was telling us about Campbell Hall, and y'all basically playing in a minor league. y'all got collegiate athletes everywhere. Every team is good, got some dogs, and you got a team that's got to run through a gauntlet, Coach. Tell us about taking that decision to step back over there at Cathedral.
Agreed. Well, yeah, I was able to work my way up. Like you said, it was the top assistant at George Washington University in the A-10, a top mid-major league in Division I, was an assistant coach in Division I for 7 years, and, decided that this opportunity at this school was just an elite one. Also a situation, like you said, where I could be a head coach and then also move back to Southern California and be closer to my family. So that was a big move, but it was a situation, like you said, Cathedral Catholic, we're going to compete for an open division bid. And, you play Sierra Canyon, Harbor Westlake, like a lot of big top talent. And, it's a good situation because especially at Cathedral Catholic where, our girls volleyball team was 42-0 last year, 8 Division I players, like every sport is good. And, basketball is going to be kind of the next one where we're really taking a step forward and trying to really compete in this tough landscape in Southern California.
Well, Coach, you still look like you could get a couple of buckets yourself. You still got that young, vivacious kind of energy about yourself. Do the kids look at you and be like, they don't realize that you the head coach? Like, hey, man, I've done some things, and they still look at you like a young buck, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, when I shave a lot, I probably got to stop doing it because some of the admins sometimes are like, "How old are you?" But sometimes every now and then I got to get out there and they close out late and I make a shot. You know what I mean? So we do that every now and then. And our staff, I feel like, is the best staff in the country for high school. So we get out there and play with those guys and show them how to do it. So.
Now, how do you emphasize, like, listen, guys, I've been at a high level practice. I've been at a 32-0 practice. I've been at a 33-1 practice. I've been at practices with future Hall of Fame coaches. I'm telling y'all, what we doing right now ain't gonna work on Friday night. How do you emphasize that to these kids without seeming like coaches, he clout chasing? But I'm telling y'all, we got to bring it on a different level because look at you smiling now. And I'm, you know what I'm saying? I know for a fact, you kind of got that nice energy about yourself, but it comes a point where you got to flip a switch and get in somebody's butt, Coach. So what does it take to get Coach B into that type of mode?
Well, I think we're fortunate because at Cathedral Catholic, it's just such a great athletics culture in the school. We were ranked number 2 high school for athletes in California, behind modern day Santa Ana. So, it's kind of the culture and the environment. Like, I don't really have to ratchet it up because everybody kind of understands what we're trying to do. And then obviously, if you hire a guy that's come in from college and then you have a staff of all former college basketball players or coaches, everybody kind of understands what's going on. So I really don't have to turn up on them too much because, it's just kind of assumed and understood. And it's like guys come in there and we work out in the mornings because, I believe in getting the work done early and then you got the rest of the day to be a student. So, these guys are getting up at 6 a.m. in July and getting in there and playing hard and, sharing the ball and being unselfish and knocking down shots and diving on. I mean, last practice we had 4 guys dive on the floor for loose balls and it's 6:30 a.m. and they're 16 years old. So, you gotta just smile when that stuff happens because something special is about to happen.
You don't come to Cathedral Catholic if you ain't about that action, huh, Coach? You come here, you put that Dawn uniform on, you about to do some work. All right, Coach. Well, tell us about the Dons. You talked about being unselfish with the ball. This is your shot, Coach. 15 years in the making. You learned from Shaka. You learned from Paris. You've learned from some of these amazing coaches. Now you get to implement all of this stuff. It's your world, and now you are controlling it. What are we going to see out of this Cathedral Catholic team, Coach?
Yeah, well, the fun part is, right, like at Cathedral Catholic, I feel like the young men really buy into sort of the unglamorous, gritty stuff because they understand what winning means as a team from seeing it all around them in the other sports. So, it's always defense first, and it's man-to-man defense. You got to be accountable for yourself and be accountable to help your teammates. And then, rebounding, I think it's a lost art. And it's something that, we take pride in as well. And again, these things are kind of effort and focus and attitude, but, we try to do those things at the highest level. And then after we get those two things done, then we can run. And, we're a motion style offense. We play positionless basketball. So we really emphasize the skill development. We don't have one guy dribbling a ball at the top and everybody trying to run to a spot. No, it's a 5-out motion. It's positionless basketball where everybody can make plays. And, I believe in 4-dimensional basketball players where you can shoot, dribble, pass, post. So, we have a lot of versatility. I think it's a fun style because if guys are smart and they really work on their game, they have opportunities to make plays. And, the unselfishness is important there as well because I'm not, as I said before, I believe it's a player's game. So I don't like to micromanage the game. I like to teach them how to play and then let them play the game. And if we make mistakes, they're aggressive mistakes and we learn from them after the fact. So that's how I would want to do it as a player. And that's how I teach them as a coach.
Coach Kevin over there smiling like a kid in the candy store. Kevin, you want to go play for the Dons? You want to be a part of Cathedral Catholic?
Yes, I just want his athletes, the ones that are already motivated. Goodness, that's what I like to hear.
Diving on the floor at 6:30.
Yeah,
goodness. I love it, man. I absolutely love it. All right, Coach, here we go. Welcome to the championship rounds. This is the part of the show where now we're going to put you into pressure. We're going to put you in a pressure situation where both KT and I are going to ask you a couple of tough choices or options and make you make some tough choices. For those of you who are new to this is the Sports Life Talks version of Would You Rather. All right. So both KT and I are going to make a pitch. Whichever one you choose, that host gets a point. The first host to get 2 points will win this episode. All right, Coach. KT is the defending champion. At least that's what I put on my notes here. I don't know why I put that on my notes.
Stop.
KT is the defending champion. So, Coach, I'm gonna let you. Let's go.
All right, round one. Would you rather coach a player that no one gave them a shot? They make it to the Basketball Hall of Fame, and in their Hall of Fame speech tells you they wouldn't be there without you, or
would you rather be given a lifetime contract at your dream school? Your dream job. You have success and you retire in that team's Hall of Fame, Ring of Honor, or whatever it's called.
I got to go with KT. I feel like I'm at my dream job right now. So
I like how he answered that one, B. Jones.
Hey, the PR department got to him before I did. You know what I'm saying? That's great, Coach. Hey, Kevin, you see the facilities behind him? That would be my dream job too if I got to go to that every day. Like, goodness, that thing look beautiful. All right, round two.
I can already see B. Jones. We go there and we do our interview with him. That's where we're gonna be at, right there.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I'm manifesting it right now. All right, so round two. Would you rather travel the world hosting your own food show on ESPN, where you get to interview other college coaches as they take you to their favorite place to eat in the towns that they coach in, and high school coaches as well? Or would you rather Netflix come to your school, pull up with a camera crew? We're gonna film for 2 seasons, and we're gonna call it the Don's Way. You heard me? And it's gonna be a documentary telling the story of the Cathedral Catholic basketball team, how they got this new coach full of energy, and how they built it all back up to hang more banners on the wall, Coach. We're gonna basically get the secret sauce and do a lot of great publicity for you, your program, and for that school.
Gotta go with B Jones on that one right there. Although I would love,
he gave you everything but a mansion. I mean, Bruce Wayne goodness.
I gotta promote my school and my guys, so gotta do it.
Where the gourmet meals, the shoes. What else are you missing?
Netflix got all that. All of it. I'll call Sean Rhymes. We'll get all that. We'll get all that sent over there to you.
I wouldn't turn that down either. I wanted that one. Go ahead.
All right, Coach. Well, for the final round, Kevin and I are super sneakerheads. Do you like sneakers, Coach? You like tennis?
I do.
All right, great.
Do.
You're going to love round 3 because Kevin and I are super sneakerheads. As a matter of fact, we go live every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Part of that live show, we talk about everything, pop culture, entertainment. But I do a segment called The Drop, in which I talk about some of these amazing sneakers that I think everybody needs to go out and buy. So y'all need to come hang out with us Wednesday night. I promise you it's a real fun show when we go live. But before the show, without you knowing it, Kevin and I selected a pair of sneakers that we thought represented you, Coach. So on the count of 3, we're going to get you to say, hold that sneaker. When you say hold that sneaker, we're going to show you the heat that we brought to the show. Whichever one you select, they will win round 3, and they will ultimately be the winner of this game. All right? You got it, Coach? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Hold that sneaker. Let's see it. Oh, man. Wow.
I like the way that look right there. I like the way that look right there. I'm just going to leave that right there, KT.
So for the people that are listening on the podcast, I got the Jordan ones. They're white and red. B. Jones has the Fusion ones.
That's right. Kansas City Chiefs colors or Catholic colors or the Cathedral Catholic colors with the gold check.
It's a tough decision. I think I gotta go with my man B Jones on those. Unfortunately, gotta get all the Don colors in.
Started from the bottom, now we here. Yeah. Hey, this is what happens when you start small and you think big, you dream big, you work hard, ladies and gentlemen, and you give options that they just can't refuse.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh my goodness.
The only thing was missing for round 2. You didn't give them a Bentley. A Beyonce was supposed to come soon. Everything on round 2.
The Beyonce tickets came with the Netflix special. All right, Coach. The title of the show, Sports Life Talks, You Got Next. So we talked about the past. We talked about how we got here. I don't think we did it. We got to bring you back in about a year after season 1, Coach, because I want to talk a little bit more about Don's basketball. But Coach, what does the future hold for you? You in your dream job now. You told us a few minutes ago. So what does the future hold for you, Coach B?
I think, we're gonna push for, going forward a national schedule, top 25 national ranking, and some state championships in the future. So while at the same time teaching great life lessons and developing young men of character. So that's what we want to do here at Cathedral Catholic.
Now, Coach, we try to give the coaches an opportunity to shout out they staff. Do they give you a big staff at SCC?
Like I said earlier, I think I got the best staff in the country.
Tell us a little bit about them, Coach.
I got quite a few of them. We got 5 guys I want to shout out, but they're all spectacular. First we got Scotty Prunty, alum of Cathedral Catholic, played at University of San Diego, and his dad, John Prunty, who's been the head JV coach, but he also played at University of San Diego and was a bucket. He's an older guy now, but he was really good. John's brother and Scotty's uncle is Joe Prunty, who's an assistant for the Milwaukee Bucks with my guy Drew Holiday there now. So they come from basketball royalty, and I get to learn every day from them about the great history of the school, and they really help me as well. And then, I hired AJ Register, who's been all over the place. He's been at Montverde, he's been at Bishop Walsh, high-level prep schools, and also coached with me in college at George Washington and Siena. So he brings kind of both backgrounds of high-level prep experience as well as college basketball. He's an Alabama alum, was a student manager there, so he's always got the Roll Tide going. So, but he's a great addition as well. And my guy George Buaku, you played at UC San Diego. Has a great background in basketball analytics as well, but was a college player himself. And then Mark Ravenscroft, who played at UC Davis, great basketball background. So all those guys help me every day, help these guys every day get better and learn and grow. So they're really spectacular.
Now, Coach B, we from Dallas, right? We in the Dallas area. And basketball or sports in general down here are crazy. High school athletics are on a different level. But I don't know why. As you describe the background of your assistant coaches, I'm starting to think that division, that conference you guys are in, is something like we ain't never seen before. Because I know, like you said, you playing against Sierra Canyon and some of these other big schools. I'm like, man, they got a Hall of Fame staff over here.
I'm really blessed for sure. These
what
guys
kind of
are
basketball is being played down now? I can't wait to come out and see this thing.
No doubt.
Maybe we'll come to you. Maybe we'll come to Texas. Our volleyball team just went to play Prestonwood out there. So,
that might be a national televised worthy game because Prestonwood is one of the best volleyball teams in the country.
Yes.
And then you just said y'all went 42-0. Man, Kevin, we might need to get some press passes for that volleyball game. My goodness.
We got to start working on that now. All right, Coach. So we know you just gave a shout out to your coaches. What other shout outs do you have?
I just got to shout out my AD, Noah Stevens, and my president, Kevin Calkins, and my principal, Marlena Conroy. They've been awesome just even in my short time here. And I really just feel like Cathedral Catholic's just a great place to learn and grow and also compete for championships. So that's been awesome. And then, got to shout out my mom and dad who are closer now to me. And then, my fiance, she's been my rock and she's been awesome. And, we haven't set a wedding date yet. I know that's what everybody asks, but, it's going to be here soon. So I'm really fortunate and blessed to have that circle around me to help me be successful and do what I do.
Now, Coach, you can't just say I have a fiance and not say her name on this show.
You ain't gonna
her
have my
Sarah McMenamin. You can look her up on my Instagram too. We just got engaged. We went international. We went to Ireland and France. It was a lifetime memory trip. It was awesome. And now we're in beautiful San Diego. So
congratulations, Coach.
So we're going to send you our address so we can get those wedding invitations because we want to come together as well because we are family now.
Party afterwards. Well, I can shake hands with Drew Holiday.
All right. So this is the part of the show where you get a chance to call the person that you think should have next. Tell them, hey, I got a chance to rock with B. Jones and KT. I told them my story. Why don't you do the same thing? With that said, Coach, who are you calling out? Who should have next?
I think that who should have next is, one of the guys that I've learned a lot from kind of over the years, who's also a high school coach. His name's Steve Turner. He's the head coach at Gonzaga High School in D.C. He does a really good job. And I think he should have next.
That's another national powerhouse. Gonzaga out of DC. That is absolutely crazy. All right, Coach Turner, you are officially on the clock. Your ticket just got punched, and we can't wait to have you on the show so you can tell your story and be a part of Sports Life Talk family. But Coach Graham Bousley, you got next. You're the truth, Coach. You're super. Hey, I just love everything about your energy. I can't wait to see your team play. You're a trendsetter, a pacemaker. You're doing it all, Coach. You're doing big things and accomplishing big dreams. You're extraordinary and elite. You deserve a yeet. Hey, Sports Life Talk Nation. Go, man. I love these types of shows. I can't wait to listen to this one myself. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we love doing it. It's the best job in America, but we still need your help. We still need your help. Listen, this is your last chance. Make sure you take that link, share this episode. I'm telling you, it was a fire episode, so we got to tell as many people as we can about what's going on out there at Cathedral Catholic and it's amazing. Coach, show these people some super support. And if you are one of those few people that believe in inspirational stories, to motivating others and being about something positive, then we expect your subscription. That's right. I'm not asking. I expect you to subscribe if you good people and you about positivity, because you are going to support and pour into us like you pour into other things. All right. Don't forget, tap in with us, lock in with us at Sports Life Talk, all one word. We the only Sports Life Talk out there in the game. You Got Next is the show, but Sports Life Talk is me and my man KT. That's the name of our I guess our clique. I don't know, what do you want to call it? The organization, KT Sports Life Talk. So y'all come rock with us. And if you want to be on the show and Coach didn't say your name, maybe you a hooper. You're like, man, I'm gonna go hang up 40 on Cathedral Catholic and I'm gonna shoot it. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. We like that type of action. We like that type of energy. Go to Sports Life Talk, SLT, YouGotNext.com. It's right there on the screen. SLT, YouGotNext.com. Go to our nominate tab. Tell us who you are. Tell us why you think you got next, and we're gonna reach out to you and give you an audition to be on the show. It is just that simple. And then lastly, remember, going forward, you don't have to stop and watch this on YouTube. We love YouTube. You know, we get monetized on YouTube. But if you just you want to just listen to this as you ride in your car while you're doing your workout, we get it, right? Go to we, like KT said, we everywhere that they do podcasts, and you can actually listen to this show as you enjoy your day. KT, close us out, man.
As a final buzzer sounds on this episode, just remember, even the greatest basketball plays need a timeout. Thanks for tuning in to this coaching masterclass. Until next time, keep slam dunking in life. What you think about that, B-Joe?
That was kind of fire.
That was poetic, man. Can I get that on a billboard? I need that.
I got you, Coach. I'm sending it to you.
Hey, just stepped out of the LAX with my dreams in the car again. Yeah. Who's that chick rocking all them kicks? Yeah, I'm done. Sports Life Talk Nation. We love y'all. Stay safe. Be blessed. Respect each other and love one another, because together we are better. And keep dreaming big, because you never know. Your story may be the next one featured on Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet!
What's crazy is I knew you had next, because you always working, you always grinding, you're in your bag because you're always working. Like, in due time, I knew you got next. Oh, you did it, huh? Crack the code. You got next, you smashing goals. You want next, you need exposure. Well, Sports Life Talk got the baddest show, like the baddest in the room. Podcast to tune into just for you to talk your shit. Talk your mushroom. You are what you eat and you should consume. Sports Life Talk from the late night to the afternoon, then rest repeat. Hit the like, leave a comment, or subscribe so you don't miss a beat. You got next is a small taste of a winning meal from a chef type of celebrity. What's up next is you, at least you better be. Yeah, you got next, yeah. I can feel it, you're a winner just like me. You got next, and what comes next? Tune in next time and you'll see. Cause if you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you're just like